Hey guys, this is Buddy Evans with Bass Fishing Tips and Techniques. I just wanted to quickly go over or just talk about one of the baits that I feel that is the most versatile bait, and that bait is actually a worm. I know you can see it right here. I mean, it's rigged onto my rod, but I feel like the worm is one of the most versatile baits out there, and I think it's undermined most of the time too. A lot of bass fishermen are out there now fishing, and they're like power fishers, throwing the crankbait, throwing the swim jig, and just fishing with a real fast retrieve. And the reason why they're doing that is to find out or locate bass. But I find over time, or found out over time, that working the bait a little bit slower or having more natural movements to it, which is through finesse fishing, I feel I'm catching bigger bass. The other day, I was throwing rattle traps out there. I'll throw spinner baits, and I've caught big bass off of each, but I find myself catching more bass off of fishing a worm. And I fish a worm through Zoom. They're usually really good worms. And the thing that I like most, or the thing that I like most about them, is that they you can do almost anything with them with like a retrieve. You can drag it on the bottom. You can pop it up and down. You can you can swim it. There's so many different things that you can do with a worm, and that's why I feel it's the most versatile bait out there. There's so many different colors, and anytime you go to a one of these Bass Pro shops or any fishing shop out there, the bait that you see the most or that has the biggest rack is usually the worms. And bass like worm, and they're very easy to fish. And another key thing that I like to do when I'm finesse fishing or fishing a worm is that I like to practice in clear water. I have a pool actually right down in the apartment complex right down the street from me, and I'll go to it. And the water's real cold right now, so nobody's usually ever at the pool. And I'll just take my rod down there, and I'll just practice different cadences. You can swim it, you can jerk bait it, you can drag it on the bottom, you can pop it. There's so many different things that you can do, and there's so many different sizes, there's so many different colors, and I just feel like it's the most versatile bait. So if you're ever out there fishing and you're never really getting a bite, just go ahead out there and maybe throw a worm or try a worm out there from time to time. But I feel like the worm is probably the most versatile bait out there. And it has helped me land some very big fish. But that's what I wanted to go over today. And the other thing that I had mentioned briefly was about practicing your cadences, or practicing the movements in clear water. When you're out there fishing in those lakes, the water is usually pretty dark, or the lure is super far out there, and you can't see it until you get it real close in. But the thing that I like to do is, like I said, I go to those pools, or go to a pool, and I work on different cadences. Cadence, which means a retrieve, or how I'm working that worm, and I just try to find what looks the most natural to me. So if I'm looking at it and it looks real, or it looks natural, I'm going to remember that cadence with my hand and remember it in my mind to when I throw it out there at the lakes. And I'm going to try to remember those cadences and try to replicate what I was doing in the lake or in the clear water, and try to do it out there, so I can try to catch more bass. And like I said, the more natural a bait looks to a bass, the better your chances is of them biting it. So go out to one of your pools, and make sure nobody's in these pools either. Or even if you're at a clear water lake, you can throw it out just a little bit, and just practice your cadence. Throw it off horizontal to the bank if you're bank fishing, or when you're in a boat, go to some shallow clear water, and just work those baits from time to time. You can do that with the power baits too, like not power bait by power bait. I'm talking about like power fishing baits, which are like your crankbaits. You can have you can roll it in real fast and see what it's doing, and pause it and pop it, or jerk it from time to time. And just watch what your bait's doing, and remember those retrieves on your hand, and that's going to help you become a better fisherman. It's going to help you with more control of your rod and your reel. But over time, when I've been fishing in these lakes and doing all this other sort of silly stuff on the side, I find myself getting better at what I'm trying to do, and I actually land a lot more bass. But don't forget, man, you can follow me on my Facebook page, Bass and Buddy, or Bassin' with Buddy. And I'm hoping to have some more of these videos out here for you guys, and I'm hoping these tips and techniques are helping you. But like I said, follow me on Facebook, and stay tuned. And I hope to have some more videos for you guys coming soon. See you next time.